Hi, Leos. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I've actually had a really great week because I was on vacay. I went to Louisiana for a couple of days and then I went over to Jefferson, Texas. And Jefferson, Texas is awesome. It's a little town, it's really cute. They are building it up with antique stores and craft stores and just a lot of cute things. It's kind of like Branson without music or Eureka Springs back in the beginning. It's got a lot of potential. And there's several haunted houses, and Michelle loves haunted houses. And in fact, I'm planning to go back to Jefferson, Texas in December. So I've had a good week, and this is September 7th for the week of September 7th, 2020 through September 13th, 2020 for my Leos. If you'll remember from the other night while I was at the Myrtles, which is in St. Francisville, Louisiana, I opened this Magic of You Oracle deck by Fiona Horn, which I really, really like. So I'm going to pull a card for y'all. And the card I get is Ubuntu, which is compassion for others. Now, we can get compassion for others in many ways. One of which is basically to read something like Reader's Digest, or maybe just look online for stories about people that overcome adversity. Because when you see people overcome adversity, you start to have compassion for them. And it's really important that you have compassion for others because that also translates in compassion for yourself. Oftentimes, we are so hard on ourselves that we forget that we deserve compassion too. So you need to take that time to find that compassion for other people and for yourself. As Leos, you tend to oftentimes just see things as your way or the highway, and maybe you need to look at them differently. I was in about 18 or 19 the first time I heard the term, that person's funny turn. That's an old Southern term, which means that they're just different than us or different than me. And so it's something to consider that they might have a different perspective than you. And by having compassion, you can start to see that different perspective. Now, I also pulled a card from Cheryl Richardson's self-care deck. What's interesting about this deck is a few years ago, I was in Hawaii with my daughter and her friend. And while we were there, they wanted to go to a thrift store. I am not a thrift store girl, mainly because it just takes time. I have a few, 4 or 5 stores I like to go to. I can go in and out, find my stuff, get gone. Thrift stores, I've got to find them. I have to go search through all the crap. And I just don't feel like I have the time. It's just too much work. Not interested. So, however, the girls like thrift stores. In fact, we've gone to them outside of Jerome, Arizona. I mean, where they go, they find a thrift store. I think they just actually know that those girls are going to be there and they build a thrift store just for them. Well, probably not, but you know. So anyway, I got this deck at that thrift store. And the card I get for y'all is rejuvenation. And this card is all about doing what it takes to rejuvenate you. That might mean getting a good night's sleep. That might mean meditating. That might mean walking around barefoot outside to ground. Because everybody's going to need something different. Or it might be all of the above combined. For example, I had a great week, but I'm getting a little tired, so maybe I'm going to sleep in tomorrow since I don't have anything till 1:30. Now, as far as our tarot deck, the first card we get is this Two of Cups. This card I just turned it right side up. This card could literally mean a partnership or meeting a new relationship. And in your case, I don't think that's it. No, I think for some of y'all, you might be getting into a new relationship or a new friendship. I dropped something, sorry. Or a new friendship or just something that is new and that involves another person. The next card we get is the Moon. And whenever I see the moon card, I think of Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo offers to swear by the moon, and Juliet says, "Oh, not by the moon, the inconstant move that nightly changes." But this card can also say that it's time to dream your dreams. It could also be some mystery, and that's kind of cool. Um, but it could also mean that you need to find your balance. It can mean about insomnia. You might have a week of insomnia coming up. I don't think that's it. I think that this person that's going to come into your life is a person of mystery and is a person that can help you find your own dreams. And the last card I get is Temperance. What that tells me for y'all with everything else, even though it's reversed, turn it right side up. What I see is that you're going to be getting into this new relationship, this new friendship, and it's going to be all dreamy, and you're going to have stars in your eyes, and you need to take it easy. Don't rush in. Take this one easy. That doesn't mean it's not going to be good, but you have to hold on to yourself. Not lose yourself in this relationship or this friendship. Because if you do, then you're not going to be taking time for you and you're going to lose yourself. That's not good. So that's what I see for y'all, Leos. And we're back to have compassion. And now that I've looked at all the other cards, I believe this is to have compassion for yourself. Because it's back to that temperance and that rejuvenation. You need to take care of yourself this week. You need to have compassion for yourself. And probably some compassion for some others in your life. And I hope you have a good week. Send me a PM to Belladonna Moonbeams if you want to do a private reading, or send me a text to 405-512-9400. And if not, I'll see you soon. Bye.